Michigan's position as a battleground state on full display this week with Joe Biden and President Donald Trump campaigning here on back-to-back days.
Trump will speak in Freeland tomorrow, while Biden, in his first Michigan visit since becoming the Democratic nominee, spoke today at UAW Region 1 headquarters in Warren. 7 Action News reporter Brian ABEL live in Warren to break it all down for us. Brian.
Well, Glenda, Allen, he wrapped up his speech here at about 2 o'clock. We're at 5 o'clock. He's still here. We just watched the former vice president walk back inside this UAW headquarters building here. It was a forceful speech by the former vice president, highlighting his work in Michigan as well as trying to discredit the president's work. He also took time to highlight a new tax policy and some week 1 executive orders he would take under a Biden presidency. Joe Biden departing from Michigan, his first campaign stop in the state since March. His destination largely kept confidential. He arrived in Macomb County to a handful of his opponent's supporters.
In 2016, then candidate Trump came here to Warren just a few days before the election. Here's what he said. He said, if I'm elected, you won't lose one plant. When the GM transmission plant here in Warren closed last year, I bet the workers around weren't all that comforted by Trump's empty promises.
Biden slamming the president on the economy and his response to the pandemic, while Vice President Pence with his own criticism of the Democratic ticket before Biden stopped.
And it truly is remarkable to think that after Joe Biden defended NAFTA for all of those years, his running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, actually voted against the USMCA in the United States Senate. She was one of only 10 members of the Senate to oppose the USMCA.
Biden making promises of his own while releasing a new tax plan.
You're going to have the best, most friendly union president in the history of the United States of America when I'm in the White House.
Now, I do want to give you some details of this tax plan. He calls it the offshoring tax penalty. Basically, it's aimed at companies that decide to make products overseas and then ship them back for sale here in the U.S. Those companies would face a 38% tax rate on those profits. Now, I didn't mention those week 1 executive orders. They would include actions promised on week 1, which directs the federal government to buy American when they're using the procurement process or building infrastructure. And they would also create a Made in America office within the White House for that to comply with those new policy positions. Reporting live, Brian ABEL, 7 Action News.
All right, Brian, thank you. And we